All right, I just needed one eyeball. Now I got two. Savage AF, man. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. This is the blackest show on the internet, interweb, social media, whatever. I want you to show me a show that's blacker than this right now. Yeah, ain't nobody blacker out here. I'm your host, Black Pedro. My co-host Shang should be jumping in very shortly. If not, the show must go on. Savage AF, forget your feelings, facts matter. We talk politics, hot topics, current events, in an I don't give a fluff kind of style. The algorithm says don't curse too early, so we try not to do that. After 5 minutes, though, I will have the most filth flarn filth that you've ever heard. That being said, man, you can catch us live on YouTube and Facebook, sometimes Instagram live. I think I'm still blocked off, but either way, Shang is too. But either way, yeah, this is the Blackest Show, definitely on YouTube. Shang should be here, man. But until he does, your boy Black Pedro, I'ma stay black. You know what I'm saying? I'm raising a glass of tequila. If you don't believe me, you don't know me. Live on YouTube, Facebook, sometimes Instagram. If you ever miss us live, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you. I'm here for you. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen, though. YouTube.com/C/SavageAFWorld. That's our YouTube channel. All the shows are archived there. Make sure you get there and do that. When you do actually get to our YouTube channel, don't just stare at it. That's kind of useless. What we actually need you to do is some action. That's right, y'all. Make sure you subscribe, get notified, thumb uppins. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, hit them with the thumbs. Even if you don't have thumbs of your own, like I actually don't think that's a requirement. Really, it's just about the support and making sure you let other people know. Like our show is kind of like drugs. Like you don't want to keep it all to yourself. You will, yeah, you'll OD. It won't be good for you. That being said, boom, boom, boom. B970. Sorry, I'm trying to bring a video in as well. Some of you have been kicked off of YouTube, though. I get that. Your lives have been very, very delinquent. In that case, that's what Facebook is for. I don't think they have standards or what morals. Is basically what Zuckerberg. Yeah, I don't think they really give a donkey biscuit about what's going on. So yeah, follow us on Facebook, SavageA.F. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see if I can bring this video in and talk at the same time. Sorry. I know I'm not doing the greatest job. But that being said, even more importantly, on Instagram, because that's really where comedians, our whole lives get tracked now. Your whole worth, your value is caught up in the number of followers you have on Instagram. Not something I necessarily believe in, but they tell us we got to do it. Make sure you follow on Instagram, Slam Bam, Boom Be Doom, at Black Pedro. I have a graphic for it. I promise you. Ooh, scroll game. At Black Pedro, at Comedian Shang. Also follow on Threads. That's like Instagram's twin cousin. At Black Pedro, at Comedian Shang. Same names, different game. Again, this is Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. We are the blackest show on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you want us to be. We're blacker than you there. Did that make sense? I don't know. This is Super Black Pedro. Shout out Damani Jones, Compton's finest. Miss, who is here. Did you stub your toe last night? Yeah, I'm looking in the camera. That's so black right now. You can't see. Wait, what? Yeah. Yeah. Gave you a glimpse. It's called a glimpse. There's too many consonants right next to each other. Glimpse. GLIMSP. MSP. No, MPS. Is it glimpse? Yeah, sorry. GLIMPS. Glimpse. Just feel like it's a lot of consonants right next to each other. Pedro of shame. That doesn't even. Nobody even knows what that means. I'm gesturing and looking at the camera, and nobody can really see that because I'm so black right now. It's the blackest show on the world. Yeah, I said it, on the world. Pedro of shame. I'm a stand-up comedian. I have none. All right, man. Anyways, what time is it? Okay, I think it's 3:09 on the West Coast. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. I don't know what happened to the counter. There's my clock on the show isn't. It's not up. That's wild. This is a whole nother thing. But that being said, I'm gonna just look at my phone and just tell you it's 3:09 p.m. on the West Coast. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. It's Wednesday, October 16th, 2024. In the time-space continuum, I'm Black Pedro. Shang told me he'd be here in 5 minutes ago. Yeah. I'm sipping tequila. I know that my it was a rough week last week sports wise, except for Sunday. So I'll talk to you a little bit about that. I do want to end, or maybe not end, but get into a what I call the SWS, Subliminal White Supremacy. Got a great little video clip from Bell Hooks about that. But before we get into that, man, Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. You know we ask a lot of questions on here, but the most hard-hitting question that we do ask goes a little something like this.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. It's the blackest show on the internet.
Why is it so black, man?
Because I'm Black Pedro and then you Shang. And I remember on Black Entertainment Television, Shang was like the blackest dude. He'd come with scented candles and incense.
Wow.
And
and a picture of Erykah Badu.
Yeah, man. He'd be like riding a African stallion, you know, like and like horse.
Man, pull the black screen down, nigga.
What happened?
No, man, that was you. I can actually see.
No, I was just trying to be the blackest show on
what that screen was my eyesight. So
that's how you work. All right, so welcome Shang back. Before we get into this first story here, I done ran down all the business. I was just about to get into the first topic, but welcome back to the show. You had a scratched cornea, brother? Is this what
torn?
We do? A torn?
Yeah, and I just came back from the eye doctor. All good. It's healing. I can see. My eyes, are getting better. I just have to, you know, but it was bad. It's
One
bad.
blink at a time. So your eyes were like bloodshot, like with
No, couldn't. No, like you couldn't tell the difference between my pupil and the white of my eyes, and
iris.
yeah, I had super light sensitivity. I could anything, like anything, a slight light. Felt like somebody was a little tiny dwarfs was in the back of my head sticking needles in it, and
Those
so
are the worst dwarfs, the tiny ones.
the not the see so the little regular sized dwarfs, they cool
Yeah.
because they
Medium
know, yeah,
dwarfs. Yeah, they're
right.
like
But the little tiny ones, and so yeah, and then I
they look
also
like raisins, and you'd be like, "Is that a ah?" And then
and then he stab you, and then so I was dealing with that, and then just literally could not see. Like that screen, that whatever. Imagine you wake up and your eyes are open, and it's that screen that you had just now.
no, I got you. I got you. That's called blindness for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Damani Jones said, gotta eat the ass with goggles on next time, bro.
Wow, it wasn't that. I knew that it was gonna be a whole bunch of
You're
shit.
getting medical advice.
No, it wasn't that at all, man. It was I slept in lenses, and it was a combination of that and also
Lenses,
bacteria.
was that the name of the stripper?
Well, yeah, she's
Wait,
yeah, I met her at the optometrist, and she's like, "I'm lenses." And I was like, "Yeah,"
like
but she's a dirty bitch. Something.
I'm Warby. This is Parker. We're here for you to.
So Bao Shalom kicked my ass for a minute there. So
Okay, man.
yeah,
Well,
so I'm dealing with that. But no,
glad
I
you
mean,
are back in the land of vision.
yeah, that was a trip, man. It was a trip, But I listened to a lot of music and learned Braille.
There you go, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Um,
On the screen going, oh, wait, okay. Yeah.
Braille computers.
They do not like Detroit. God damn. I'm
So,
sorry.
so
Oh,
that
wow.
was the motherfucker say what?
Yeah. No, I mean,
Start with.
did you see how he literally tripled down on how every place is going to be Detroit and
So when you say he, you mean former president, was it 34-time convicted felon, liable grapist, Donald J. Trumpty Dumpty.
yeah.
Last week, a few days ago, was in Detroit at the Detroit Economic Club of all places. Matter of fact, he was in Detroit as me and my mother were as well. So I believe it was this past Saturday he was there, maybe Friday. But
By the way, just a side note, the Cowboys told me to tell you, don't you ever let the Lions come back in.
the Lions won again. I'm gonna get into
That wasn't just a game. That was a mollywhopping beating.
Oh yeah, no, that was it was personal. I'm gonna get into that at the end, but for sure, Donald J. Trumpty Dumpty went to Detroit at the Detroit Economic Club, and basically said that if we leave the country to Kamala Harris, that the nation would become like Detroit. So in Detroit, he was calling Detroit a shithole, piece of shit town that America would never want to be. And when I tell you so quickly, leading into a playoff weekend where the Tigers were in the playoffs and the Lions, and shout out to the Tigers for a great season. Didn't end the way we wanted it to, but man, did they earn their way there. But also leading up to a Lions, as you said, shellacking, mollywhopping,
Oh my goodness! It was not. It was like
thuggery of football, boulder dash.
I felt like I was watching the Bad Boy Pistons when they used to just beat the shit out of people.
No, but like it was like they pulled up to a park and beat up some 12-year-olds.
What? Hey, look at those kids over there. Hey, yeah, you little kids.
Motherfuckers. But yeah, seriously, they in Detroit, Donald Trump shat upon the city of Detroit as if it was nothing. And the Harris campaign came back very quickly on the heels. Well, I'm sorry, as a precipice to these sporting events in Detroit where the city is up with an ad that basically and it was narrated by Courtney B. Vance, who's also
And his
from
voice was just like, and you trying to say Detroit ain't shit? Fuck
yeah
you.
yeah basically they came back with the ad that was like fuck you, the rest of y'all wish you could be us because yeah we was down but now we back up. So the Lions won again, Detroit won again. Trumpty Dumpty I do not think is winning again, especially with a move like this in a swing state in the largest
In Michigan.
voting block city of it too. Like Detroit is the voting block for the entire state
For
of Michigan.
Michigan. Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
just predominantly is.
Oh,
So
see, Days of Joy. Yeah, you really should change your name because Joy is not, you know.
well, it for me is not just I'm talking about Trump. Brother, you know where I'm from. I just got back from my hometown. The Lions won again. But yeah, man, I don't like to see a presidential candidate shitting on my hometown while he's in it as if he's about to save it when he did not. We lost automotive jobs under him, right?
Right. And he couldn't answer the question when they did ask him when he was in Michigan. He couldn't answer the question. He started talking about his I was on Time and Man of the Year. It's true. I was the one they picked. Like, no, you weren't, bitch. What's wrong with you?
Was
Also,
that one in Michigan? I don't.
That was in Michigan.
That was in Michigan too, man.
And also not only the stuff that when they did have an actual economic expert have a conversation with him, it was like watching a baby trying to do like, math. It was so bad. And he said, well, you understand that if your idea for economics would be double and we would go above trillions of dollars pertaining to the
Anywhere
people.
from 7.5 to like 15 trillion.
And then he said growth. And like that was the answer for everything.
Are you in the 80s episode of What's Happening?
Then he said tariffs. I love tariffs. And he said, tariffs, actually, the money goes back to the people get blasted by that because the companies
have to pay more to make
so they make the people pay more. And he's like, and then he just said, in the words of Hannibal Lecter, I mean, the motherfuckers, when I say the cheese is all the way the fuck off the cracker, and yet people still are rocking with him, it makes me feel like I know why I want to stab people. I know why I want to kick people right in their stink box. I just do not understand how this election, according to the bullshit ass polls, hopefully, is close. That means the white people don't give zero fucks because it is primarily white people. They give zero fucks about morals, truth, facts. And they're just like, look, we just want to have niggas as slaves again. That's all. If we could just have that.
I honestly, I know there is a whole, and we talked about Theo Bros and all of that. Like, there's a whole little sect of white dudes specifically that want to be the Gilead and all that shit. But I do think white women are going to be sneaky this election.
Wow, you do?
And yeah, and I think they're going to,
bro.
I think they're going to vote for their vaginas as opposed to voting.
Yeah. Is vagina on the ballot?
Vagina is on the ballot, and a lot of white women have them. And vagina I think
is
they're
on the
vote
ballot
for their not only labia majora but the minora as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna pull that fallopian tube, and I'm gonna make sure the pussy polls go our way. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the crazy shit about it is, Kamala has been on interview after interview after interview. She has been stepping up. In fact, today she's going to be on Fox News, which I didn't think was a good look. I don't think it's a good look because Fox News is what? They lost almost $1 billion in a lawsuit for lying. So they'll just lie straight through the thing. JD Vance already another thing where he got caught in a lie. He tripled down on Michigan, saying that basically it's like a shithole country. And I'm not making this up. You can Google it. Trump tried to equate that everything that's bad is Michigan, everything that's bad is Detroit. And so when you see, if you're a Michigan voter, I'm saying this to the people
like you from Dallas.
What? I'm just saying.
He sounded like Jerry fucking Jones.
Jerry Jones is like, I'll have you fired. I'll have somebody else come in here and don't even say nothing with the letter D in it. Don't, because
it's called Alice now. The town,
that's it. Texas. You know what? Lions don't exist no more in the wild. I don't want to even hear about it. But the bottom line is, if you look at the situation, if you look at the way they did that, and if you're a Michigan voter, what the fuck would you do? What would you do after this dude came to your place? Because he did it. And people were saying, well, that's not what he meant. Yeah, he did. And then he doubled down on another interview he did on Fox, and he doubled down. So he meant that. And if for some reason he always shits on black cities or cities with that have a good majority of black folks.
So I mean that because that was the key to his loss. To be honest,
with Biden,
with Biden, like he lost because because in Wisconsin it was Negroes in Milwaukee. In Michigan, it was Negroes in Detroit. In Pennsylvania,
it was Georgia, and also Georgia, North Carolina.
Like, these were,
all right, I'm gonna need you to take this one.
All right, Days of Joy Entertainment says Kamala talks in circles about nothing. Do you guys even care? And before probably before you start, fuck Trump too. When you say Kamala talks in circles, I assume this is what I would interpret to be like she speaks politics, right? So like they're like, I plan to do this, I plan to do that. But and whether you're not picking up on that or don't agree with what she's planning to do, things like $25,000 for first-time home buyers.
Yeah.
Towards your down payment. Pay 2 years of rent. No problems, and you got a social security number. You're a citizen. You're in. You got it.
Yeah.
The child tax credit that helps a lot of black people out.
She has a thing specifically for black men that she had put forward. Also, Days of Joy Entertainment, who sounds like a lot of the other fucking idiots. She actually was on the Charlemagne the God show, and they asked, her saying the same things. Breakfast Club, and she said, what is? They asked, what is that? She said that's discipline. That's making sure that you get the message out and you stay to the message. What the fuck? What? And I'm like, so you don't hold Trump to the same fucking bar as me, and you say fuck Trump too. I hear you, Days of Joy Entertainment, which, what has he said that was coherent in the past 5 fucking interviews he had? Nothing.
So, I mean, if you say
for 39 minutes, he just stood there doing this.
I mean, and honestly, if you say that Kamala Harris just talks in circles, at least I would say it's around a subject, because Donald Trump talks in circles so much that he gets himself dizzy. And honestly, this is one of those things where you have to be comparative, right? Because we only have 2 choices. You could choose to not vote for anybody, not participate at all, or not vote for president and vote for everything else down ballot, or vote for some things, don't vote for others, whatever. But like I've said for years now, if you don't participate at all, you're not a valid citizen, and nobody should listen to you at
Yeah.
all. Like I really just, if you're willing to just like not participate in the voting system at all, then you're not a valid citizen. You are a citizen, but like nobody should listen to you. Your words don't mean anything. Like play a game, don't just talk about it.
Right. Well, you know what? I understand some of the people that troll
Of
us,
course
and
I've said wait, no, hold on. Of course I've said I'm voting for her. That's not up for grabs. Like, yes, we know we're voting for her. The process is about, and like Shane just brought up, a discipline about explaining why, right? And what I constantly hear from you, Days of Joy, aka Ben, Yosef, we know you, dog. Like
he's a
you,
contrarian. That's
yeah,
what he is.
you're contrarian. Like you just want to present another side, but rarely do I hear a solution. And like I think people confuse asking questions with being sort of, to be honest, intelligent. To not say that not to say that you're not intelligent.
Eh,
Sometimes,
eh,
no, but sometimes people think that like,
eh.
oh, you think this, and it's just like, I mean,
Well,
even if
no,
I think that, that doesn't have anything to do with facts.
yeah,
So
right. And you're no.
like
How about you lying? How about you
like
lying? How
well,
about
well
you don't know
bring
shit?
facts and policies, bring non cyclical arguments from Trump that make sense to this stage, and reasons why we should do something besides vote for Kamala Harris, even if it is participate.
Right.
Days of Joy says, my word means something to my family. This is how Trump supporters talk in very small circles. And to be honest, this is how and I know you already said fuck Trump, but like
Not really.
this is the mentality though. It's like, well, you know, in my house, in my family, it's like, but we are a bigger world than that. What's the broader scope beyond your doorstep?
I mean, you could do that with anybody's house. I told my wife to clean the ground with a toothbrush, and if the bitch don't do the shit, then yeah. I mean, come on, man. Listen, the
It's
bottom
like
line is,
if I went into an audition and they were like, sorry, but you didn't get the part. And I'm like, well, my mom thinks I'm handsome. And they were like,
I did a good read with her.
yeah, it's like,
Listen,
my friends think I'm funny. Like, if
and
I'm on
Miss,
stage, it's like, well, my friends love that joke. Like, it doesn't fucking matter, dog.
wow, really? Stop throwing labels. That's weak. All right, listen. You know what's weak? A lot of okay. There's 18% of black people, specifically black men, that are saying they're not voting for Kamala. But and people are like, oh man, that's bad. Guess what? That still leaves 80 fucking percent of people with a 2% margin. You fucking idiot.
Yeah,
That means that 80% of people are voting for that are black that are voting for Kamala. Black men. So the black men that are out there that say that dumb shit, that say, well, she put a lot of people in jail. Stop, niggas.
The two biggest voting blocks in America. Number one, black women.
Women.
Number two, black men. And that showed that is what 2020 is all about. Again, it's why he's shitting on black towns, black people, blah, blah, blah. Donald Trump, that is because black people ousted him. Black people, black men and women ousted Donald Trump.
And it pisses him off. No, and plus he's racist he's been racist for years. New Yorkers, I've already known that he was a racist cunt for a long time. The rest of America just getting on it. And the bottom line is, if you look at his record was shit. So you can't say, well, he had a great record. You can't say his economy because it was an Obama economy that he inherited. And that's a fact. So you can try to say something else. You can't say that he was the best pertaining to law and order because he was always trying to skirt around the shit constantly.
Murder went up under Donald.
Murder went up, crime went up, and if you can't, and during the Biden administration, crime is down. So you can't say this shit. I'm sick of you motherfuckers saying shit that's just flat out lies. You might as well say, yeah, people are eating dogs and cats. They debunk that. And then these motherfuckers still say the shit. He doubled down. JD Vanston's doubled down on the dog cat thing. Well, and then they ask him, "Do you think that he lost the election?" None of these motherfuckers can say it because they still saying the same old big lie. What?
They're like, I'm focused on the future.
Yeah, stop. Y'all
make
motherfuckers
America
stop.
great again, right? Like they're going.
Yeah,
back.
I'm so sick of you motherfucking niggas that's acting like this. Yeah, make
Miss
my ass itch.
The biggest threat to America is Candace Owens. I disagree with you. The biggest threat to America is her forehead. Her words can't
Without question.
Her words.
And I got quite the forehead. But I'm
saying cannot hurt you, but that forehead, if she
but she's just you know what, she's a troll.
Range.
She's lost yeah. And all I know is that ET head, she at the end of the day, the bottom line is she's become a troll. Her credibility went out the window. She went on some of these black campuses where they had some of these I forget the thing with T.I. was on it, where the black audience was like, bitch, we know you're full of shit. You're getting paid by the right to say derogatory things pertaining to black people. But you never say anything derogatory towards white people when white people do fuck shit. And who does the most fuck shit? When they were saying, I don't trust black pilots are the most trained pilots out of all pilots. It's fact. How many black pilots have crashed planes? How many white pilots have crashed?
Denzel flew one upside down. Fuck
yeah, fuck y'all. While he was drunk, and a bitch was sucking his dick.
Fucking your bitch.
Bam, bam.
What up, though? That's how we do. Days of Joy says, defend your choice and leave it at that. You don't see other points of views. Sad. Definitely see other points of views. We that's why we call people dumb cum bucket, coon biscuit ass motherfuckers, because I see your point of view and I know that it's a pile of hot shit biscuit.
Is it hot shit biscuits?
A dead donkey dick of hot dog bun filled ass meat.
Yeah.
I definitely see other points of view. That's why I judge them, because I see it.
The judgment comes from what the fuck you say.
It's a croissant filled with seal jizz sitting by the dock of the bay, wasting time. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Because I don't understand me. But what I do understand is other people.
What I said makes sense to me.
Yes, I have
a Lady Hazel, man. Thank you.
Yes, exactly. But I see other people's points of view. I'm not wearing blinders. I really am not. I'm literally comparative. Like we literally, Shang and I, sometimes live in real life, talk to like white ass Trump supporters.
Oh yeah, and they go in, and then Pedro loses his patience, and then I think.
But the thing is, I hear and see their view. I know where I tell them in their. I'm like, you are racist. You are saying racist things. I am smarter than you. Like I tell them this, dog. So I see where they are coming.
But let me tell y'all something
I'm
about
not a person that thinks I'm always right.
Okay, no. I'm gonna give Pedro. I'm gonna say this about Pedro. He starts off. It's facts back and forth, and it slowly disintegrates into. And they ask him a question. He goes, "I choose violence." It gets bad. It gets bad because it's like I'm not gonna yell at the moon and expect the moon to go, "Hey, nigga, how you been?" No, there's no use reaching over the aisle. That's why I think Kamala shouldn't have went on Fox News, because the bottom line is her going on Fox News is going to give Fox ratings, which I don't want Fox to win at anything. But also, they simply they traffic in lies so much that they lost the biggest defamation case.
Yeah.
Ready?
History.
Ever.
I almost say $1 billion. But I will disagree
with you. Wasn't it? It was close to $1 billion. It was.
I can see a little clip in the background here of Kamala with Brett Baer right now, but I haven't heard any of it. Don't know what's going on.
No, I haven't. Yeah, I was going to watch it.
But I will say that
Oh man.
I think it was a smart move for her to go on there, just because she is running for president of the whole United States, and one of the smartest things that I think Barack Obama put out there, especially in his first campaign, was that he was going to be president to everybody. That wasn't in a threatening way. It was a declarative statement that I know this role is meant to. I am supposed to help as many Americans as I can, whether they actually voted for me or not. And
Right.
while the majority of this audience, the vast majority of this audience on Fox News is probably not going to vote for Kamala Harris, I really think, and especially given her caliber of character, qualifications, and skill sets, gives her an opportunity to showcase that to an audience that normally wouldn't see her when she's on CNN or MSNBC or just at her own rallies. But if they're watching tonight on their fucking dick nut of a channel, right, they're going to see an intelligent Black and Indian woman, American citizen, Oakland native, Howard graduate, AKA
Elected 5
really,
times.
really looking
Elected 5 times. Elected 5
president,
times. Very important for that.
AG senator, really looking
Right.
presidential. I'm
Right.
pretty sure that would be my
And,
prediction.
and
But
what's
it
Trump's?
gives her the opportunity to do that, and I
Right.
think
And
that's an
she's gonna
important.
have to, but they're gonna definitely try to, trip her up. But the bottom line is, when I hear people say this, what are Trump's qualifications? He was a reality show talk show host.
White
White. Okay, that.
male.
Yeah, male, white, male. And
Which,
dumb rappers were shouting him out because we associate richness with substance a lot of times, but that's not the case. End of the day, if you look at Trump's qualifications, he failed at the presidency because he definitely, with COVID, he was mismanaged it. He fucked up a lot of the shit he was supposed to do. He only gave a tax cut to the top 1%, which is now we're dealing with the shit now, and that's why inflation went up. Don't get it twisted. You can go look it up. And on and on and on and on. He lost in the election. His down ballot lost. What else the fuck he lose? He lost Trump Steaks, Trump Airlines.
mine.
Yeah, Trump Airlines.
Lines, yeah.
He had Trump skateboards. He couldn't even do that shit. That dead, done. No,
Trump Air.
Trump Air.
Like, not where
We don't trust you. That's why when people go, we don't trust you with that. Yeah.
Miss said Trump went to ICDC. Listen, you ain't got a job. You need to get off your couch and go and learn a skill.
Yeah.
And then
Then
nobody.
you hear in the background, they get out, but now do something. I just think that and when I hear black men saying the dumb shit that they say, pertaining to, well, she ain't black, and black women too, you little hating bitches. I'm sorry, I'm mad. I didn't mean to say it like that. I can see now, and I'm mad now. I can see shit, and I'm telling you, I stop with the dumb shit. You're not telling the truth. You're lying. Just like they lied about FEMA. Did you know they lied and caused people's lives because they were telling people they weren't getting any funding and the funding was actually there? They lied about FEMA. They lied about that shit. They tried to make people in North Carolina. Then motherfuckers said that now we're X-Men if you're a Democrat because they controlled the weather to specifically go after red states. You dumb bitch motherfuckers. Why would I even rock with you?
You've lived in a place called Hurricane Alley for 40 years, but now
and he said, these hurricanes, they're wetter than normal. No, they've always been wet. Water's wet, stupid. And Days of Joy, and apparently there's a bug up your ass. Apparently yes.
I support you, but I'm not listening. Picking a permanent place second class citizen, Obama was saying what they told him. No black man will be supported for helping his people. Here's the thing.
Wow.
And President of the United States, I said it earlier.
Wow.
Barack Obama was, I believe, intelligent for saying the truth, which was, as president, he's there to be president for everybody. So no president of the United States, like black or even white, I don't think could be like, my administration is only going to help black people.
Didn't run.
I don't think any administration should come in and be like, I'm
say that.
only going to help white people. I'm only going to help Jewish people. I'm only going to help Chinese Americans. I'm only going to help Japanese Americans. Like, nobody is ever going to do that or should. That's not what a
And
president.
don't run for the head of America. Run for the head of
That's not what the
Inglewood.
president is for.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the president of Inglewood or
that's-
some other black neighborhood. You saying stupid
honestly,
shit.
I think the only people who have done that are Europeans or white people. Like there are only certain white people who are like, I'm only gonna help white people,
And that's it.
And that's JD Vance and Donald Trump, right? But realistically, that's not how a president is supposed to talk, nor should it be their agenda.
Right. But
So,
it is Trump's agenda. It is. He's only about MAGA.
But also to ask that of a Barack Obama or to expect that from a Kamala Harris, that they only help black people, when the Emmett Till anti-lynching bill has already been passed. What is known as the Asian bill is really just an upment of a hate crime bill that applies to everybody, not just Asians. So, I mean, bills have been passed to help, like, the Fair Housing Act, which I'm not saying they've been executed properly, but bills have been passed.
And, trying.
The bills are there. Now there's a process behind that to make sure the bill has been enforced properly. Usually the people that do that are the people that what do you call it, Shane? Vote for.
Yeah, and voting. Yeah, but
all the motherfuckers out there that don't want to vote, your bill won't matter. Nothing will matter if you don't vote.
Listen, Lady Hazel May, I'm sorry that your brother's such a cuck and saying that you got Trump derangement syndrome. No. You know why people have Trump derangement syndrome? Because if you know why monkeys act fucking aggressive, and I don't mean to say we're monkeys, but people, I'm just using it that well, apes, when they come near the cage sometime, because you've been poking them every fucking day. You've been doing some weird shit to them every day. So when they get the chance to grab your arm and snap your fucking arm off, that's what they do. So it's not derangement. It's like, yo, this motherfucker's doing shit every day. The reason that you see the motherfucker say what? He's doing shit specifically every day that makes you go, oh, we got to talk about this shit. What? Who goes to Detroit and shits on Detroit and then looks at Detroit like, now vote for me? Because that's pretty much what he's doing. He's pretty much going.
Think about that mentality. He was like, you need me to make this city better so that the rest of America isn't as fucked up as this city. Now vote for me. Like, bitch, are you crazy? It's like, it'd be like if you asked a girl out, Shane, and was like, hey, babe, you kind of need me on your arm so that you don't look as ugly. And then
I'm gonna make you look better.
And then I'm gonna make the whole party better because
I'm here.
And every bitch will feel pretty compared to you.
That's you understand? Like, I know when sometimes women call men narcissists. If you're in a relationship with a woman and you want something a certain way, to go, oh, well, you're being a narcissist. This nigga is the definition of narcissism. Everything he does, he thinks
sociopath.
He's definitely a sociopath. But the thing is, the new ads that are coming out right now, hopefully they go on offense, and the Democrats don't push up. That's the only problem I got with the Democrats. They push up. And your brother, and if I ever run into your brother, Lady Hazel May, we ain't gonna have a good conversation. But I ain't about fighting no more. But
sorry, man. I think there's like an Uber driver or somebody outside of my building flipping the fuck out. And they're not, you know how you just hear all of a sudden some yelling? I was like, wait.
Yeah, this motherfucker shit. Goddamn.
And then you realize it's not even in the language that I speak.
He's holding like fuck you, motherfucker.
And yeah, he's holding a bag. And then I'm like, oh, man.
But no, the bottom line is.
Somebody's getting 1 star.
You are getting less of a star.
Somebody's
And you know what? People in Detroit, people in Michigan, do not let this shit slide. Don't let it slide. Don't fall back into, well, she's a woman. Well, she ain't black. Well, she's dead. All you black men that say that dumb shit, stop it. We got 2 choices. So she ain't black, so you're gonna fuck with the dude that's orange. This motherfucker ain't even really a regular human color.
But you know what? Speaking of color, I'm gonna keep us moving, and this honestly gave me a perfect chance to transition, because while we're talking to black people about a choice between a white supremacist and a black woman, I want to talk about subliminal white supremacy, and I'm gonna give the stage for the next 2 minutes to Bell Hooks.
A white woman studies person who has a young white daughter says, the daughter loves Doc McStuffins. And those of you who think you're hip, if you don't know Doc, Doc is the little black female cartoon character who takes care of animals, who's been the first sort of crossover cartoon character, in the sense that she's embraced by people of all races, kids of all races. So this white woman's daughter loves Doc. So somebody gives her a Doc McStuffins coloring book. And she's coloring Doc a kind of the pinky color that we used to call the flesh color. And her mom says, well, why aren't you coloring her brown? And she says, well, brown is nasty and bad. And I don't want my Doc to be brown. And we were so struck by that cognitive dissonance, that on one hand you love Doc, but on the other hand, when it's Doc in your hands, in your home, in your image making, you cannot love Doc as brown. And I think that it's those kind of challenges that we come up against. Again, in the ordinariness of life, how do you answer that child? What do you say? What do you talk about? How do you encourage that child who is already investing in white supremacy as it pertains to her life? The Doc that's on the screen, that's far away from her, can be appreciated, loved, held in the imaginary arm, but that Doc can't be in her home.
Click the link in the bio to get the book.
No.
So, that's deep, and for me, it slaps in a way that it almost leads to back to where Ben is, where I'm pretty sure that Days of Joy Entertainment, Ben Yosef, is a pro-black woman dude.
I disagree.
Well, who at the same time can question a Kamala Harris or doubt her, more than your average white person dude, whatever, right? Or even questioning Barack Obama's political prowess over anybody else's. It's this thing that, like, ideally, yeah, the black woman is queen and the essence of the earth. But then when they
I don't know why you went into poetry mode. Your hands. Why you gonna get poetry hands? You get poetry hands.
I think it's like
that's okay. I used to do that shit. I understand, nigga. I used to wear puka shells. I can't say shit.
No, I get it. I had one on a twine myself.
Yeah,
but it's like the black woman is queen and the essence of the earth, and then
not in this house.
yeah, exactly. Like not in the voting booth. Oh, did she want to be in the White House? Hell,
you know what it is? It's ham bone time.
Have you heard?
Hey, man, it's sad, but I've seen
full disclosure. my girlfriend is white, right? So I, I'm not saying like you gotta be dating a black woman or
Right.
upload them in the house. But it's like just be considered. Like black women are beautiful to me. Like beautiful women are just beautiful to me. But no matter what color
Yeah.
you are, intelligence goes above that. But also, I'm never gonna look at an intelligent black woman and be like, "But not that bitch." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I mean, this. If you watch what she was saying, they did test. This is a long time ago, where they had the white doll and the black doll, and they basically asked the little black kids which one was evil, which one was good, and so basically, that's something society has put in our minds, where we think, well, the white doctor must be more qualified, and then you look at their actual qualifications, and the black doctor smokes the white doctor. That's
like
why
this
I brought up
motherfucker
the
got
thing.
6 fingers. Hold on,
Yeah.
how the fuck is he getting
This
surgery?
motherfucker doing 3 surgeries simultaneously. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So we deal with that. We deal with that with comedy, in the comedy. Well, I've been down for 10 days, but in the comedy community, we deal with that where white comics are given the benefit of the doubt that they're just a better comic or more intelligent or more witty. And me, myself, I know I have, stages of just straight nigritude, but I have a lot of bits where I know that they're clever. And
Actually,
we're
no.
not seen as clever. We're not seen as witty. We're not seen as that. We're just seen as a certain way. And
Just to be clear, negritude is a very specific literary movement. Maurice Condé is an author you can look up.
right.
I think it was just slightly different than what you was talking about right now.
No. I mean, because to them,
Negritude.
to white folks, there's a tendency to think that what we do, and then they big up. But if you look at music and whatever, they big up the most negative aspects of us to try to let that permeate. Is well, they're all
It's
criminals. They're
culture.
all this. They're all that, and that's not the
Yeah.
truth.
So I do though want to get back, and I took us off the road for a second, but want to get back to the essence of this story, which is this idea that little white girl can admire a black character on TV, but on paper
And
can't.
in her home and in her mind,
Yeah,
she
can't create that, right? Like it's like the creation of it is ugly. The existence of it is the um recreation of it great, right? But the creation itself an abomination.
yeah.
And that's deep. And that's when we get into this generational shit because we know that like genetically there's nothing in this little white girl's coding that makes her racist. This is a social construct. And that's when you look at the parents to like
Oh,
and
it's
not
the parents for sure.
but even honestly the greater society because
But it's the parents that can influence them directly. So
but that's why I tied in even Ben earlier. It's like there is this sect of black person now that I think is just looking at Kamala and judging her brownness, right? And like trying to scale her blackness as a measure of her worth
yeah.
politically.
Oh
Um,
no, I think
and I think it's on the left
as a
that it
human being
goes.
too, because they try to always say that she's scatterbrained, she's dumb, she's this, and she's the furthest thing from it. But that is the one trope that they use all the time with us. Well, they're not smart, they're not this, they're not that, and we got to constantly fight that. And Lady Hazel may say that's crazy. We never had that issue. My granddaughter colored them whatever colors. It was never an issue. She's half Mexican. I mean,
That's beautiful. Like, no, I mean, for
yeah.
your family, that's great.
Well,
But there is but you know what we're talking about, and again, this is like we all have to step outside of our houses, of our family, because these are very, very like whatever happens in your house, it's very small, and I mean this in a loving way. It only means something to you. Like
See,
the rest of the world. No, the rest of the world doesn't give a
I
fuck
hear you, but
about your household. Like, no, I mean,
you're
when we
being
talk,
nice. You're being nice.
no, when we talk about societal
Right.
measurements, it's like you can't just focus on your house. So I'm glad, Lady Hazel, made that your house doesn't operate like
Right.
that.
And then hopefully there's more houses that don't operate that way. But
And
I
there
said,
are. There's plenty.
yeah, but you're being nice. You're being
Also,
nice.
in a greater
There you go.
sense, it's like that's not how we measure these things. It's not like
Chris Rock said it. Outside this house, nobody gives a fuck about you.
yeah.
Oh, you like chocolate ice cream? Nobody gives a fuck
We don't
about
have
that.
that. Yeah, we don't have that
You
here.
know, yeah. I mean, nobody gives a fuck. So the
Now we're
bottom
supposed to
line
go,
is,
what, get chocolate for you. Like,
yeah,
no.
no, we're not going to get chocolate for you. You're going to eat the fucking
Go
vanilla, and that's
go
it.
somewhere else. Like,
Yeah, or go somewhere else. That's the way the world is. But at the end of the day, when you look at a video like that, you see how when they say
oh shit. You froze up a bit for me.
what the fuck? Did you see that?
You froze up for me. You said at the end of the day and then you just froze up and then you came back and was like, what the fuck? And that's all.
No, that's why I thought my eyes was going bad again. I'm like, here we go again. Shit.
Okay, so you froze for you too?
No, I'm saying it froze for me too. No, I'm saying the bottom line is they look at us that way. They look at us as villainous, and they're looking at her. They equate black with incompetent, black with not smart, black with or brown or whatever. When there's black little petty ass, little persnickety ass black women that go, well, I don't like her because of this and that. You're making shit up. You fucking.
Wow.
You're just that's your own shit. And I have that problem. I'm not good yet. I know I'm still a work in progress, and I'm too old to be a work in progress. But the bottom line is I still have that problem. I still have the problem where I have bias thought process towards people all the time. When I'm doing a show with a comic and he starts talking and saying some goofy shit, I immediately go, I fuck you forever. And these are people I was friends with. Not no more though.
I know, I get it, bro.
Kuchadamas, what's up, man? Hey, man. Now Kuchadamas that's a black man. I met him. He black as shit. There's blacker than black. Then I'm black, y'all. He's black, and his wife black, and his kid black.
And staying black, I think, whether inside, outside, however it goes,
Right.
I think it's about, honestly, staying woke, which means do not fall for subliminal white supremacy,
because it's there. Microaggressions.
Ain't no good hair, bad hair. Light ain't better than dark. You know what I mean? There's none of that shit is going on. And just because you see a sister like Kamala Harris, who you might not agree with politically, I do believe questioning her blackness is one of the multi-layers of the Cooniverse. So like, don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, focus on the issues. But if you want to question her blackness, there's something wrong with you, especially as a black person.
Wow.
And there's just this.
Well, you know what? You can hear them outside your window all the time. Cool.
But there's these whole spaces where, I think black people especially are questioning the second black candidate in the Democratic Party, who happens to be a woman, and they're questioning her in ways that sound like this subliminal white supremacy, which is, going back to the beginning of the story, a little white girl who can love a black character from a distance, but is not willing to
love her up close,
support, love up close, let them in.
Hey, all you black people to do that. I understand that you have that feeling, and I think some of it's self-hatred. I think some of it's just wanting your master to love you more, and that's why you do it. When you see blacks for Trump, half of them are going, I'm looking at them going, really, you've never had no pussy. Like, I see some dude, and I go, what's wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with you? And I see all these black men saying because they felt they were chastised by Obama, and sometimes you need to be chastised. I feel like,
Check on your strong friends.
yeah, like if you like one time in Chicago, it was saying, hey, this brother was he was having a speech, saying a speech, and he said, stop shooting each other. And they're like, oh man, you can't tell me what to do. What? You know how fucking dumb that sounds? Man, look, stop shooting each other. Let's have the Chicago crime rate go down in the black communities, and brothers stop shooting each other over vendettas or some other bullshit that you really don't own and all this other stuff. Let's try to curb it down. And then like black people got mad, like, oh, this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do with my life. Trying to tell me not to shoot motherfuckers and go to jail for the rest of my life. You full of shit. I like tasting another nigga's ass every morning.
Do you tell white people not to shoot nobody?
Yeah. Maybe I like prison. Maybe I like a dude with strong hands that pushes me down and makes me bite the pillow.
I saw a clip of 50 Cent making an argument about like not being the tough guy. Like being the tough guy doesn't work out because you spend all this time outside of here in this world trying to prove you tough, and then that eventually lands you in jail, and then they put you in jail with the other tough guys who also are all about that life, dog.
Yeah.
You got to do some more shit there to survive and prove you tough, and now your whole life is in jail, and all you did was prove you were tough. It's like, nah, man.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of people, a lot of black men right now pertaining to Kamala Harris, talking about subliminal white supremacy, that feel like you can't tell me what to do. Who the fuck do you think you are, Obama? You know, I think I am. I think I'm Obama, nigga. That's who I am, and you're you. And so I hopefully black men will come back. They said that a lot of times Democrats come back to the fold in the last 3 weeks. I think we got 3 weeks or 21 days. I forget how many days it is completely. But the bottom line is we got some work to do even within these weeks coming up. I'm hoping that the Fox thing goes well and we can peel off at least 2 or 3, semi, awake white folks to see that their choice is an idiot. He's an idiot. He's
we are 20 days away. Just
20 days away. And all the people that follow us, thank you for following Savage AF. Thank you for subscribing to the show. For the people that haven't subscribed to the show, I think that something wrong with you. You need to get your life together, and definitely subscribe. And if you didn't give us thumbs up, I don't know what to think of you. I'm thinking that there's probably some problems with you.
By the way, also we do. I gotta bounce.
No, it's time.
Of course, you can as long as you want to, but do want to let you guys know that if you are in Vegas, Las Vegas, Nevada,
Viva,
a potential swing state.
When are you there?
Listen, the energy on the show is going to be high as I look in this picture, but Savage AF, man, I'll be headlining at the New Woo Comedy,
as it should be,
the Sky High Lounge.
Let's go.
And then also that's 8:30 p.m. this Friday, October 18th. Also later that night, I'll be at the Dirty at 12:30,
right,
headlining that as well. So 2 headlining shows in Vegas. Shout out Gabe Lopez. Appreciate y'all guys for putting the brother on, man. And
and if you happen to be in New York in November, I'm doing a headline in the New York Comedy Festival. Get a chance, make sure you check it out. It's kind of trippy that I'm doing it. It'll be November 9th. So November 9th at 10 p.m. I'll be on that show. I got a bunch of other shows in the city. Also other shows on the New York Comedy Festival that I'm doing, the St. Louis Comedy Festival. I was really concerned about a lot of gigs, me doing gigs because of my eyesight. But now let's see what happens. Also, I'll be in Vegas next week at Dre's. I think I'm saying it right. Dre's. Dre's. Is that right?
I just think Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre's. I'll be at Dre's October 24th, 25th, 26th, 10 o'clock showtime. I'll be on there with Jay Rich, and I forget the other dude's name, and I'll be hosting. So I'll be there next week. If you want to get on the free guest list, hit me up in my DMs on Instagram at Comedian Shang, and I get you in free. But y'all got to buy drinks or some shit, or I think you got to buy drinks or give hand jobs. I don't know what they do. That's how they do. I'm nothing to do with that.
Either way, the show will be worth the.
Yeah. So make sure you come check it out. And we'll talk to you. I am around and down now. I just got to put these ice packs on my eyes and keep it moving. And we'll be back. Savage AF, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, do it. And we will talk to you soon. And you know what happens if you don't.
That's what it is, y'all. All right, man. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. We'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Deuces.
Later.
Oh, one more button to push.